Up the floor to Jack Hostreiter. Watch out! Morfisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
Coverage of the Nebraska State Basketball Tournament is presented by App Foundation Repair, the NDOT Highway Safety Office, Roofing Service Company, High Electric, Southeast Community College, Members Owned Credit Union, Union Bank and Trust, Mosaic, Doane University, A1 Automotive, the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, Platte Valley Equipment, and Supreme Spa and Pool. Now calling all the action from Pinnacle Bank Arena, here's Nick Sainer.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena. We are back here as Class A quarterfinal action rolls on. We have an exciting one on tap between the number 2 seed, the Millard North Mustangs, and their 21-3 mark, going up against the Elkhorn South Storm, who come into this one as the 7 seed and holding a record of 17-6 on the year. Once again, Nick Sainer joining you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. We've had a good slate of games so far. D1 action was really good this morning with Carter Longy on the call, and then we've had one close game in Class A action between Bellevue West and Lincoln North Star, and then one that the energy was kind of sucked out of the building from the get-go and give credit to Omaha West Side for that one, as the Warriors of Omaha West Side won by 30 points, 84-54 against the Lincoln East Spartans. So the Spartans get sent home, and now the capital city has one more chance to send a team on to the semifinals, and that's going to come up later this evening at 7:45 while Southeast plays the Gretna Dragons. Let's tell you more about, first up, the Millard North Mustangs, because they are the number 2 seed, led in his first year, Michael Etzel-Miller, the new head coach for the Millard North Mustangs, as he took over for the great Tim Cannon, who went out on top last year, winning a state championship in both 2021 and 2022, and they were the runner-up in 2020. So it's been 3 straight years, and they're trying to make it 4 straight years of advancing to the championship game, and it starts tonight against the Elkhorn South Storm, led by head coach J.J. Zumbrennan and 6'2" senior guard Alec Noonan. We'll go ahead and step aside for now. When we come back, we'll tell you more about it and get you the starting lineups for both sides between Millard North, the 2 seed, and the 7 seed, the Elkhorn South Storm, as we find out who's going to march on to the Class A semifinals and play the winner of the Gretna Dragons and Southeast Knights. Will it be the Mustangs of Millard North or the Elkhorn South Storm? We'll find out in just a couple moments right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive Certified Piedmontese Beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock, or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals.
Basketball fans know assists are crucial to winning. The skill of setting up others is an art, and one Nebraskan team that takes art to a new level is Platte Valley Equipment. Their team always sets you up for land care success with sound advice and John Deere equipment. Platte Valley also always delivers low monthly payments. That's one assist, that's a slam dunk. Visit PlatteValleyEquipment.com today, proud sponsor of the 2023 NSAA Boys and Girls High School State Basketball Tournament. Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
At Doane University, you can play a sport you love and also receive a world-class education. You'll learn leadership skills on and off the court that will set you up for success long after graduation. Doane isn't a place where you get lost. It's a place to get found, and it's a place where your future is uniquely yours. Learn more about the endless possibilities at Doane University today at doane.edu.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Really good crowd on here, and for our first game of the third session of the day, as Elkhorn South and Millard North square off. Millard North, the 2 seed, the Elkhorn South Storm, the 7 seed. Let's go ahead and get you going with our starting lineups of the game. The winner of this one plays the winner of Lincoln Southeast and Gretna. That will be our nightcap, tipping off around 7:45 p.m. or so. First up for the Elkhorn South Storm, led by head coach J.J. Zumbrennan, 17-6 on the campaign, and they've struggled ever since they moved into the Class A landscape. But in Class B, they did win a state title in 2015. They were here last year, got bounced in the first round, unfortunately, in the first round, but it's their seventh trip, I should say, to the state tournament in school history for Elkhorn South. They'll send out there a 6'2" senior guard, number 11, Alec Noonan, the leading scorer for this Elkhorn South team, averaging 19 points per game and 5.5 rebounds per contest. Out there with Noonan, a senior guard, Jackson Moeller-Swan, a senior forward, Gavin Hornbacher, number 23, a senior guard, Caden Stone, and then averaging 13.5 points per game, a 6'4" senior, number 24, Evan Warner. For the Millard North Mustangs, led by, once again, head coach in his first year, Michael Etzel Miller, took over for Tim Cannon, who retired last season as a state champion. Millard North has had quite a bit of success the last 3 years here in the state tournament. Obviously, you might recognize the names Hunter Salas, David Harmon, Isaiah McMorris, who we saw play for Bellevue West earlier today, and then Jason Green, who's currently at Creighton, are just a couple of the notable alum that Millard North has produced over the last 3 years. They won a state title in 21 and 22, and they were runner-up in 2020. So they're trying to get back to the state championship contest for the 4th straight year. Out there for head coach Etzel Miller. Number 5, a senior guard, 6'2", Skyland Williams, the second leading scorer, for the Millard North Mustangs, a 6'3" junior, Elijah Gaith, a 6'2" junior, Neil Mosser, a 6'2", once again, junior, Camden Money, and then rounding out the starting 5 for head coach Michael Etzel Miller. And in the 12th appearance in school history for the Millard North Mustangs, a 6'4" sophomore, the leading scorer for the Mustangs, averaging 15 points per game. Number 23, once again, just a sophomore, Derek Rollins. So Elkhorn South, rather, I haven't seen them since the first game of the season. Back in the winter, we had Elkhorn South and Lincoln Southwest to get the season started. Haven't been able to watch them yet, or I should say since then. And once again, like I mentioned in the pregame, Alec Noonan, a guy to watch, wearing number 11 for Elkhorn South. Millard North wins the tip, and we are underway. The Mustangs go left to right from my vantage point, while Elkhorn South will go right to left. Millard North in their white uniforms that we've been so accustomed to seeing here at PBA the last couple years. 3-ball by Skyland Williams rattles home, and we got the scoring going early. 3-0 Mustangs, 7:38 to play, first quarter. So here is Jackson Muller-Swan, bounces inside on the block. Noonan kicks it out. 3-ball on the way. No good. And Gaith clears the miss as that three-point shot by Evan Warner rattled out. So Gaith to the leading scorer, Derek Rollins. Back to Gaith on the right wing. Millard North leads 3-0 over Elkhorn South. Just underway here. Jumper by Gaith. Got it. Nice little crossover from right to left by Elijah Gaith on the smaller defender, number 23, Caden Stone, and got the 18-footer to fall. So here's Elkhorn South trying to dig into this 5-0 deficit early on. 6:54 to go, first quarter. Left side, here's Jackson Muller-Swan with it, guarded by Gaith. Cross-court pass barely hauled in on the other side by Hornbacher. Now Swan gets it back on the left wing. Swan in the lane, spin move, floater, fading away, short, and Gaith clears the miss once again for Millard North. Elijah Gaith, just a junior, pushing the pace in the lane. Gaith, floater, short off front iron, and the rebound corralled by Jackson Muller-Swan. So Swan coming the other way, right side in the far corner. Here's Stone with it. He drives baseline. Caden Stone fading away, jumper, just a little off. And once again, a defensive rebound goes to Skyland Williams. So now Elijah Gaith will slow things down. He'll cross the timeline, passes right side to Skyland Williams, back to Gaith, now to Rollins, left wing. This is Neil Mosser with it. He's been a big part of the state title teams as well, has Neil Mosser. Now left wing, he'll pop a 3-ball. Got it! Neil Mosser. And it's 8-0, Millard North. So a quick start here for the Mustangs. 5:48 to play, first quarter. Muller-Swan in the lane, driving right side, kicks in the far corner. Now to the right wing. This is Evan Warner with it. Finds Muller-Swan near the timeline. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Noonan, first touch all game for Alec Noonan. Now top of the key, right side in the far corner. Driving baseline is Muller-Swan. Floater gets blocked by Rollins. And back the other way we go with Elijah Gaith. He'll cross the timeline. Now Mosser back to Gaith and slowing things down for just a moment. Now Gaith on the right wing. Man-to-man defense to begin things here for Elkhorn South as Gaith has it on the right side, working on Hornbacher. Nice find to Neil Mosser, but a better close out there by the Elkhorn South defender in the lane. Rollins off the glass, rattles out, put back, rattles out again, and the defensive rebound corralled by Alec Noonan and Elkhorn South. I think that one may have drawn a timeout from J.J. Zembrennan if that one would have found the bottom of the twine. So pass out to the top of the key. Hornbacher, right side, driving is Warner. Floater, got in finally with 4:43 to go in the first quarter. Elkhorn South is on the board. They trail 8-2. 4:37 to play, opening quarter PBA. The winner of this one plays the winner of Lincoln Southeast and Gretna. That one will come up at 7:45 this evening as a two-handed slam for Derek Rollins puts the Mustangs up 10-2 with 4.5 to go in the first quarter. Jackson Muller-Swan on the left side, now top of the key. Hornbacher, 3-ball, Warner on the way, rattles out, hits the back of the iron, and Derek Rollins controls the rebound. Gaith in transition, cross-court pass, Mosser, great shot fake, puts up the 3, and it rattles home, and we have a J.J. Zembrennan timeout as the Millard North Mustangs have erupted for a 13-2 start, and that's where we're at. 4:04 to go in the first quarter. Mustangs lead 13-2. We'll be right back in 30 seconds. You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, Joe, check out my new ride. Pretty awesome, huh?
Whoa, that's a sweet convertible. You didn't, win this on a game show, right?
Nope, this is all me and my pals at Members Own Credit Union.
Oh, yeah, they're the people with the great auto loan rates.
And right now, everyone who transfers or gets a new auto loan has the chance to win a $1,000 gas gift card, too.
Well, you know what this means.
Road trip. Fuel your adventure with an auto loan from Members Own. Restrictions apply. Go to membersowncu.org for details.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sainer back with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. 4:04 to go in the first quarter. 13-2. Millard North leads by 11 here early on. The first bucket for Elkhorn South didn't come until the 4:42. A little under a minute ago, Elkhorn South got on the board, but then a Neil Mosser trifecta forced a J.J. Zumbrennan timeout. Good floater in the lane by Alec Noonan. Makes it just a 9-point ball game. So Alec Noonan, once again, first on the team in scoring with 19 points per game. There's his first pair of points there at the 3:30 mark. Here's right side. Paxton Piakowski, now a Neil Mosser 3-ball puts Millard North up 16-4. Elkhorn North still looking for more answers, some consistent answers on offense. 3-ball, Alec Noonan on the way. No good. Rebound collected by Elijah Gaith, and he'll cross the timeline, pushing the pace. Gaith in transition, kicks it out. 3-ball on the way. Got it by number 10, Jacob Martin. And the Mustangs are shooting lights out here in the first quarter. They lead 19-4. Left side, Warner with it. In the corner, stops, picks up his dribble, now kicks it back out. It's number 23, Caden Stone, gives it to Warner. He drives, stops at the free throw line, jumper, rattles around and down. And that'll quiet the Millard North student section for the moment. But once again, Neil Mosser, a junior, was a crucial part of the state title team last year with Jason Green and David Harmon. And here's Gaith in the lane off the glass. It falls with the contact, and Elijah Gaith will go to the line to shoot one more. And Millard North just has so many options on offense that they can hurt you with, whether it's Neil Mosser, Elijah Gaith, their leading scorer, Derek Rollins, who's currently on the bench, or even off the bench, you have Jacob Martin, the 6'2" senior, averaging 8 points per game. Just came in and drilled a 3 from the left wing. Just so many avenues to go to for whoever's controlling the Millard North offense. As Gaith connects on the free throw, and the Mustangs lead 22-6. 2:22 to play first quarter. Right side, this is Noonan with it. Now top of the key, Jackson Muller-Swan. Number 2, Luke Davis has freshly checked into the game for Millard North. Now, once again, near the logo, Swan, right side, left side, in the lane, off the glass, no good. There's a blocking foul called, though, on Jacob Martin, as number 30, Lincoln Schwartz, was driving to the rack. So Schwartz will go to the line to shoot 2. Millard North coming out with just a ton of intensity, as the first free throw by Schwartz is no good. Second one also no good for Lincoln Schwartz. So an empty possession by Elkhorn South despite getting to the free throw line. Here's Millard North on it right side now. Jacob Martin will dribble the top of the key, crosses over. What a move by Jacob Martin off the glass, and it falls 24-6. And this one is in danger of getting out of hand early for Elkhorn South. Muller-Swan, left side, Noonan. Thought about popping the tray, decided to pass it up. He'll dribble now to the top of the key, cross court. Hornbacher faked right, went left. Muller-Swan, top of the key, mid-range jumper. He decided to pass out of it. 3-ball on the way, just a little strong. And Piakowski collected the miss, and now we're going to have a foul down low on Paxton Piakowski. That's going to be his first of the game, as he initially grabbed the defensive rebound, but then got it taken out of his hands and going to the line to it's going to be an inbound from underneath the Elkhorn South bucket with 1:22 to go in the first quarter. Inbound pass will go out top to Caden Stone. He'll have it top of the key. Spin move. Try to get a backdoor cut to Noonan. Unable to do so. Now right side. Here's Hornbacher into the far corner. Top of the key. Muller-Swan. Left side. Stone. Working on Piakowski in the lane. Stone just a little short with that layup. Looking for a foul. and Luke Davis pushing the pace. He'll dribble up the left side. We are under a minute to go in the first quarter. Gaith has it top of the key, working on Caden Stone through traffic off the glass, and that's just way too easy for Elijah Gaith. And on the right side, now Stone with Elkhorn South. And we have a bump and a foul called on Millard North as the Mustangs have extended their lead to 20, 26-6. Just a lights out first quarter for Millard North from the field. As Jackson Muller Swan working, now gives it to Warner. Mid-range J from the elbow. Little off, but offensive rebound. Hornbacher gets his shot blocked. It's saved in bounds into the hands of Jacob Martin. It's a Millard South has numbers in the lane. Martin, what a finish by Jacob Martin. And with 20 seconds to go, it's a 28-6 Mustang lead. So now here's Jackson Muller Swan on the left side, directly in front of us. He drives right side, stops at the free throw line and hits the jumper. Now Mosser at the horn. It's off to the left, no good. But that's one of the few shots that Millard North has missed the entire quarter. They lead 28-8 at the end of the first period. We'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, Joe, check out my new ride. Pretty awesome, huh?
Whoa, that's a sweet convertible. You didn't win this on a game show, right?
Nope, this is all me and my pals at Members Own Credit Union.
Oh yeah, they're the people with the great auto loan rates.
And right now, everyone who transfers or gets a new auto loan has the chance to win a $1,000 gas gift card, too.
Well, you know what this means.
Road trip! Fuel your adventure with an auto loan from Members Own. Restrictions apply. Go to membersowncu.org for details.
What does continuing education mean to you? At Southeast Community College, it means helping you advance. Whether that's a certification to help your current career or learning an entirely new career in healthcare, trades and industry, or computers and technology, SCC can help you take the next step. Financial assistance is available too. Learn more about our continuing ed classes at southeast.edu/continuing education. SCC, your path to personal and professional development.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
So prior to that three-quarter court shot, Millard North started 5 of 5 from beyond the arc. Thanks to a couple threes from Neil Mosser, a three ball from Jacob Martin. Just an unreal and hot start for Millard North. Start of the second quarter, 28-8, and the pass goes out of bounds. I'll tell you this, Caden Stone was wide open on the right elbow. Hornbacher tried to get him the rock, and Stone was just Evan Warner was just completely caught off guard. And it went off his fingertips and out of bounds. Here's Martin, top of the key, step back, three ball on the way. Good for Jacob Martin. And he had very little space to work with. And the Mustangs are now 12 of 14 from the field. Right side, Warner in the lane, goes up strong with it. Layup no good. And now up the floor, here comes Neil Mosser. Mosser on the right wing to a trailing Jacob Martin. Martin in traffic, and there's going to be a blocking foul called, I believe, on Alec Noonan. Wow, Jacob Martin off the bench. Neil Mosser went 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. He has 9 points for Millard North. Evan Warner leads the scorers for Elkhorn South, although it's not very many. He leads them with 4 points. So here's Piakowski in the lane. Wide open. And the layup goes for Paxton Piakowski. And now left side, here's Jackson Muller Swan. He gets picked up by Piakowski. Nice entry pass to Hornbacher on the doorstep. It's good. And we have a timeout called by Elkhorn South. With 6:57 to go in the second quarter, it's 33-10. Mustangs shooting lights out against the Elkhorn South Storm. We'll be back in 30 seconds right here on The Ticket.
Spring is here. Time to make your backyard a vacation spot all year long. Above grounds as low as $27 per month. Stealth semi-in-ground pool starting at $99.99. Cash and carry hot tubs like Celtic and Pure Spa as low as $43 per month with approved credit. Luxury spas from Bullfrog, Willis, and Stealth starting at $73.99. In-grounds from $39.99. Spring is here. SupremeSpaAndPool.com.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Millard South from the field, 13 of 17. Excuse me, 13 of 16, rather. Just an unruly start for Millard North. And now they put all their starters except one of them back into the game as Piakowski, the lone guy out there that's not in the starting rotation. Cross-court pass inside to Piakowski. Great defensive play by Noonan. Last touch by Noonan as it goes out of bounds. It'll be Millard North basketball still on their end of the floor. 6:32 to go, second quarter. 33-10, Millard North leads Elkhorn South. Mosser gets the inbound. He'll have it atop the key. Now Skyland Williams back into the game. Mosser pulls up, three ball on the way, off back iron, and that's going to be Millard North's first miss from beyond the arc all game long. Muller Swan now for Elkhorn South, right side. Evan Warner to Noonan. He steps into a three. It's good for Alec Noonan, and it's 33-13. Elkhorn South extending their pressure defensively, and they being Millard North break it relatively quickly. Left side, here is number 15, Camden Money. Cross court, Skyland Williams to Piakowski, top of the key. Now Gaith on the logo. Gaith, top of the key, crosses over, hesitates. Floater, no good, rejected, gets his miss, gets the shot, and it counts. With the foul, J.J. Zumbrennan is confused on why that was a foul or why it counted. And he's looking over at the ref, asking for answers. But regardless, Elijah Gaith will go to the free throw line and shoot one shot with Millard North up by 22 points. A little under halfway to go in the second quarter still. Free throw, off back iron. Rebound is tipped to the logo, and Skyland Williams recovers. Now Gaith with it on the left side. Lincoln Schwartz ready to check in for Elkhorn South at the next dead ball. Gaith with it at the top of the key. Has great handles, does Gaith. Now passes left side. Derek Rollins dribbles it off his leg, kicks it out, top of the key. Gaith, 5:18 to play, second quarter, 35-13, Millard North. Three ball, Elijah Gaith. Bounces off front iron twice, no good. And here come the Storm. Noonan, pull up three, and Alec Noonan has hit two straight. It's 35-16. So 4:58 to play, second quarter. Gaith with it on the left side. Passes right, Money. Now Skyland Williams back to Money on the top of the key. Working it around the perimeter are the Mustangs. Elijah Gaith in the far corner, right in front of head coach J.J. Zumbrennan. Now passes cross court. Derek Rollins, three. Missed everything on that one. Warner saves it for a moment. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Elkhorn South. Update from Chicago and the Big Ten basketball tournament. Obviously, the Huskers begin here in just a little while at 8 p.m. Update, though, but in the 12 seed and 13 seed game, Ohio State, the 13 seed, up on 12 seed Wisconsin, 36-18. And they're just seconds away from going to the half as Money will pop a three. And that one rattles home after it hit the front iron and then the backboard and dropped down the cylinder. So now it's 38-16. And at the half in Chicago, Ohio State leads Wisconsin 36-18 at the break. Now, Wisconsin, one of those teams that's technically on the bubble. Not a good first half there for Greg Gard's squad. Foul on the floor. Foul goes on Camden Money. So 4:14 to play, first half. Paxton Piakowski back into the game for Millard North. Caden Stone, sideline inbound. They'll give it in to Jackson Muller-Swan. Now left side Noonan. He hit the three from the left side, but now an interception by Neil Mosser off the glass, and it falls for Neil Mosser. And in a 40-point first half, and we still have 4 minutes to play for Millard North. Jackson Muller-Swan on the left side. Now Schwartz, right side, Warner looking, trying to get it down low to Alec Noonan, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Skyland Williams of Millard North. And it'll be an inbound pass underneath their own bucket for Elkhorn South. 3:52 to play, second quarter. Inbound to Caden Stone, trying to get it inside to Noonan, and we're going to have a foul down low away from the ball, or excuse me, as they try to get that entry pass into Noonan. It's going to go on number 5, Skyland Williams. That's his first. No real foul trouble, quick moving first half, contrary to what we saw in the West Side East game. Only 8 total fouls so far called in the first half, and we have 3:47 to play in the second quarter. Noonan, top of the key, pumped once and then tried to fire the three, and it was off to the right. So 40-16 the score. Right side, Piakowski crosses over at the elbow, gets his pocket picked. Piakowski dives on the floor and finds Jacob Martin. The Millard North Mustangs survive a scare, and we have a Michael Etzel Miller timeout charged to the Millard North Mustangs. We'll step aside as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to 93.7 The Ticket from Pinnacle Bank Arena.
High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gale Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Millard North leads by 24. And the later stages of the second quarter, 3:29 to play in the first half, 40-16. Inbound pass for Millard North cross court. Jacob Martin, he drives. Nice dump off in the lane to Derek Rollins. And Derek Rollins gets fouled. No good on the layup, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. What a find by Jacob Martin in the lane in traffic. Nice little bounce pass. Gets it inside to Derek Rollins around the doorstep. He tried to finish with the right hand. He got bonked from behind. So now Rollins at the line to shoot 2. First one misses everything. And we talk about that depth perception, and Elkhorn South for student section, letting them hear it. But you talk about that depth perception. He's not used to seeing 500 fans behind the backboard there when he's shooting free throws, but he's able to connect on the second rather. It's 41-16. Here's Muller-Swan at the elbow, kicks it out. Caden Stone inside. Lincoln Schwartz on the left block, finds a cutting teammate. Off the glass, and it falls for Jackson Muller-Swan. And it's 41-18. We're under 3 minutes to play in the first half. Elijah Gaith across the timeline, gets a screen right from Mosser, gets switched as well. Now Mosser, left side, Martin. Thought about popping the three, decides to spin move in the lane. Nice dump off to Derek Rollins. As Derek Rollins connects on the layup, it's a 25-point Millard North lead. 43-18. Muller-Swan with it, crosses over in the lane. Swan too strong on the layup, and Rollins clears the glass. Left side, Jacob Martin in the lane, pulls up, mid-range jumper, no good, and the rebound will carry him out to Jackson Muller-Swan at the free throw line, and Elkhorn South gets a stop. Right side, back out, Swan, 3-ball, just a brick. Now Lincoln Schwartz right underneath the hoop, and Rollins forces the miss. Elijah Gaith pushing the pace. Gaith dumps it outside. Paxton Piakowski 3. Too strong, and the rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millard North and Neil Mosser, so Elkhorn South gets the basketball back. Luke Davis into the game for Millard North as number 14, Gavin Hornbacher, is back in for Elkhorn South. 5 out there right now for Michael Etzel Miller. Luke Davis, Jacob Martin, Derek Rollins, Neil Mosser, and Paxton Piakowski. Left side, 3-ball, Evan Warner, way too strong, and we have a foul called on Millard North. And I believe that one's going to go on number 33, Paxton Piakowski. That's going to be his second. That was just the 6th team foul against Millard North, so the next one will put Elkhorn South in the bonus. Floater off the glass, and Alec Noonan's a ball player, folks, as he gets that one to fall from the left side of the hoop with his right hand off the glass, and it's 43-20. Once again, Alec Noonan averaging 19 points per game coming into this one. Left side, Neil Mosser dribbles the top of the key. Left side now, Luke Davis to Paxton Piakowski. Now Mosser, long three, off back iron, and the rebound bounces out, and now stripped away by Jacob Martin. Martin, step back, floater. Got it. Nice job by Jacob Martin there. Ripping that one out of the hands of the Storm defender. Now Evan Warner, mid-range J, got it. $50 seconds to go, second quarter. 45-22. Millard North leads Elkhorn South. Top of the key, Jacob Martin. Martin crosses over, lost his dribble, and now he's going to be charged with a foul as he tripped up Alec Noonan. That's going to be the second on Martin. 39 seconds to play, second quarter. Fresh shot clock for the next offense to have it, but right now, Alec Noonan going to go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. First one on the way, Noonan got it. Second one on the way for Noonan, off front iron, and Elkhorn South gets another crack at it as Noonan has it. 3-ball on the way, and it circles around the cylinder and in. And so that turns out to be a 4-point trip down the floor as they got one of the free throws and then got the offensive board, and Alec Noonan sank a 3. 22 seconds to play, second quarter. Millard North with the shot clock turned off. Gaith finds Luke Davis in the right wing. Now Davis with 13 on the game clock. Davis drives, kicks it out. Skyland Williams, 3-ball, short. Defensive board, Elkhorn South. Back the other way we go on the right side to Jackson Muller-Swan to Noonan with 3 on the clock. It falls. There's the horn, and Elkhorn South with a little bit of a spurt there, but they still trail at the break, 45-28. Don't go anywhere. We'll have the halftime show coming up next right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
At Mosaic, we build a caring company for the people we serve in our workforce. You can be a part of it. Mosaic supports people with intellectual and developmental disabilities and other diverse needs to choose where they live, with whom they live, and how they spend their days. That is empowering. Do you know someone who could use that type of support? You could become a shared living provider and work from home, or help support people to be active in the community. To learn more, visit mosaicinfo.org. That's MOSAICINFO.org.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
At Doane University, you can play a sport you love and also receive a world-class education. You'll learn leadership skills on and off the court that will set you up for success long after graduation. Doan isn't a place where you get lost. It's a place to get found, and it's a place where your future is uniquely yours. Learn more about the endless possibilities at Doan University today at doan.edu.
Basketball fans know assists are crucial to winning. The skill of setting up others is an art, and one Nebraskan team that takes art to a new level is Platte Valley Equipment. Their team always sets you up for land care success with sound advice and John Deere equipment. Platte Valley also always delivers low monthly payments. That's one assist, that's a slam dunk. Visit PlatteValleyEquipment.com today, proud sponsor of the 2023 NSAA Boys and Girls High School State Basketball Tournament.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career, or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
What does continuing education mean to you? At Southeast Community College, it means helping you advance. Whether that's a certification to help your current career or learning an entirely new career in healthcare, trades and industry, or computers and technology, SCC can help you take the next step. Financial assistance is available too. Learn more about our continuing ed classes at southeast.edu/continuing education. SCC, your path to personal and professional development.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sander back with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. It's halftime here in the Class A quarterfinal. The winner of this one goes on to play the winner of Lincoln Southeast and Gretna. That'll be our nightcap coming up in just a little while. It's supposed to tip around 7:45, depending on when this game ends. But at the break, Millard North with a 17-point advantage over Elkhorn South, 45-28. Have about 6.5 minutes or so left in the halftime break. So with that, let's update you on the box score from this one. If you want to talk about a balanced offense, here's the thing. You want to talk about a balanced offense. Neil Mosser is the leading scorer for the Millard North Mustangs with how many points? 11. 11 of the Mustangs' 45 points come from Neil Mosser, and he's their leading scorer with, like I said, 11. Elijah Gaith has 9 points, 6 boards, and 4 assists. And then Alec Noonan for Elkhorn South was really the only constant on offense for the Storm, as he scored 12 of his 14 points in the second quarter alone. He's shooting 6 of 8 from the field. So J.J. Zumbrennan, the head coach for Elkhorn South, going to have to lean on Noonan a lot here, as if Elkhorn South wants to make a comeback. They ended the second quarter on a little 7-0 spurt, as they hit they hit a free throw and then 6-0 spurt as they hit a free throw and then a 3-point shot, made it 4, and then a bucket by Alec Noonan at the end of the half put them on a 6-0 run to end the second quarter, brought them within 17, 45-28 is the score. So once again, I mean, just a lights out first quarter for Millard North, shooting first half entirely, but a first quarter especially as they missed just 2 shots the entire first quarter and started 5 of 5 from beyond the arc. Here in this one, it's tough to defend and tough to lead if you're Elkhorn South after a lights out start like that for Millard North. So once again, your halftime score, Millard North 45, Elkhorn South 28. It's been a good day here on day 1 of the boys state tournament. We had a great week last week in the girls side of things. We saw obviously those 6 titles crowned last Saturday, and we're about to on our way to crown 6 more this Saturday just on the boys side of the bracket. So once again, halftime score, Millard North 45, Elkhorn South 28. Winner of this game gets the winner of Lincoln Southeast and Gretna, and we'll find out who that is coming up later this evening at 7:45 p.m. We'll be right back in a couple minutes with the start of the third quarter from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nick Sainer joining you on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Spring is here. Time to make your backyard a vacation spot all year long. Above grounds as low as $27 per month. Stealth semi in-ground pool starting at $99.99. Cash and carry hot tubs like Celtic and Pure Spa as low as $43 per month with approved credit. Luxury spas from Bullfrog, Welles, and Stealth starting at $73.99. In-grounds from $39.99. Spring is here. Supreme Spa and Pool.com.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Basketball fans know assists are crucial to winning. The skill of setting up others is an art, and one Nebraskan team that takes art to a new level is Platte Valley Equipment. Their team always sets you up for land care success with sound advice and John Deere equipment. Platte Valley also always delivers low monthly payments. That's one assist, that's a slam dunk. Visit PlatteValleyEquipment.com today, proud sponsor of the 2023 NSAA Boys and Girls High School State Basketball Tournament.
At Doane University, you can play a sport you love and also receive a world-class education. You'll learn leadership skills on and off the court that will set you up for success long after graduation. Doane isn't a place where you get lost. It's a place to get found, and it's a place where your future is uniquely yours. Learn more about the endless possibilities at Doane University today at doane.edu.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
At Doane University, you can play a sport you love and also receive a world-class education. You'll learn leadership skills on and off the court that will set you up for success long after graduation. Doane isn't a place where you get lost. It's a place to get found, and it's a place where your future is uniquely yours. Learn more about the endless possibilities at Doane University today at doane.edu.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Well, I hate to break it if there are any Wisconsin fans out there, because you're probably not getting into the NCAA tournament as you are trailing Ohio State 40-20 in the Big Ten, first round of the Big Ten tournament. It's not even the quarterfinals there. It's the first round of the Big Ten tournament. Obviously, Chucky Hepburn, playing for Wisconsin, is used to playing in this state tournament, won a state title with Bellevue West. Now 43-20 Ohio State, the 13 seed on top of the 12 seed Wisconsin. Just pretty ugly game there for Wisconsin and head coach Greg Gard. But back here, Pinnacle Bank Arena, Nick Sainert joining you, 45-28. Millard North with a 17-point ball game after Elkhorn South ended the first half on a 6-0 run. We have a turnover as Elkhorn South going, and he gets it stripped from behind. Nice heads-up play there by Neil Mosser. I will say this. Neil Mosser didn't try to go up to the rim and meet him. He instead, on his way up, just came from the side and hit that ball out of his hands. That's a high IQ play there by Neil Mosser, avoiding any potential body contact, which would draw a whistle from the stripes. So here is Moeller Swan, left side. Warner, three, rattles out. Offensive board. Noonan put back good. And Noonan is 7 of 9 from the field now, and he has 16 points. He had 12 of his 14 in that second quarter alone, but now he's up to 16 with that early two, and it's back to a 15-point ball game. And Elkhorn South student section trying to get into this one. Gaith on the left side directly in front of us, crosses over in the lane, creates some space, layup off the glass and in for Elijah Gaith. So now left side, top of the key, Hornbacher. Entry pass taken away by Millard North. It was deflected by Derek Rollins, and Neil Mosser got it back. Now Gath in it, kicks it out. Left side, Derek Rollins gets switched defensively. Neil Mosser, right wing, hands it off. Skyland Williams, he drained a three in the first half. Now top of the key, Gath with it. Right side, Mosser, guarded by Evan Warner. Millard North going to work. Derek Rollins in the lane. There's going to be a foul on the floor with 6:37 to go in the third quarter. That'll reset the shot clock. It was nearing 10 seconds, so now resets the shot clock, and it'll be inbound underneath their own bucket for Millard North. Inbound out top to Neil Mosser. Got tripped up for a moment. Calls for a screen left by Camden Money. Now throws top of the key near the logo. Rollins left wing. Fakes left, goes right. Now hands it off to Mosser. He started 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. Money, far side, almost got it knocked out of his hands. Probably got away with a travel. Now Gath in the lane. Misses the layup. And the Elkhorn South Storm going the other way. Noonan in the lane. Layup too strong, and Money clears the board. He gets it taken away. Reverse layup, no good. Put back, Noonan, good. And Alec Noonan is now 8 for 11 from the field. 47-32, back to a 15-point margin between the Mustangs of Millard North and Elkhorn South. Left side, here's Money, now top of the key, Gath. Guarded by Jackson Moeller Swan. Thought about stepping back. Now Money in the near corner, back to Gath. Top of the key, Mosser. Entry pass on the right elbow to Derek Rollins. He drives on Stone, spin move, goes into his defender, and he gets the footer to go. Big move by the sophomore, Derek Rollins. As it's back to a 17-point ball game, 49-32. Moeller Swan kicks it out. 3-ball Warner rattles around and down as he gets the friendly roll of the PBA rims. It's that same rim that Michigan State was shooting on a couple Tuesdays ago, and Evan Warner gets the same friendly roll that a couple of Spartan players were getting as well. As it's a 49-35 ball game. So slowly but surely, Elkhorn South inching their way back into this one. Rollins in the lane on the elbow, and that's going to be a blocking foul on the Elkhorn South Storm with 5:03 to play in the second quarter. They're going to get Caden Stone with the blocking foul. So going to the line to shoot 2 shots is going to be number 23, the 6'4" sophomore forward, averaging 14.5 points per game, Derek Rollins. Dribbles a couple times, takes a breath, puts it up, and free throw no good, just short. Don't forget, Rollins airballed the free throw in the first half before perfectly nailing it, and now short on that one. That depth perception can really fool you if you're not used to playing on this court. Now he overshoots this one. It goes off back iron off to the side, and Elkhorn South will clean up the miss. So an empty trip for the Millard North Mustangs. Moeller Swan with it, top of the key, passes right side Warner. Now to Stone, to Noonan. He'll pull up, 3-ball. Off back iron, the rebound caroms out to Neil Mosser. Up the floor, Elijah Gath in transition. Gets bumped, no call. Gath gets his pocket picked. Body's on the floor, and it's going to be saved to Neil Mosser, who throws it up. Skyland Williams, no good off the alley-oop. Gets his own miss. Floater rattles around and down. Nice athletic play there by Skyland Williams. And with 4:28 to go in the third quarter, Millard North calls a timeout. It's just a 30-second timeout, so we'll go ahead and keep it right here. It's 51-35. Millard North out in front by 16 over Elkhorn South here in the third quarter. It was a 17-point ball game at the end of the first half, and here a 16-point ball game. The Storm got it to within 14, and that's been the closest they've been for a very long time. As here, 4:28 to go, third quarter, 51-35. Five out there for Michael Etzel-Miller. It's going to be Derek Rollins, Neil Mosser, Elijah Gass, Skyland Williams, and Camden Money. Out there for Elkhorn South and J.J. Zumbrennan, Alec Noonan, Gavin Hornbacher, Evan Warner, Caden Stone, and Jackson Moeller Swan. So out of the timeout, it'll be Elkhorn South. They'll break the press. Now left side, Caden Stone. Right side, Noonan gets Rollins to go up in the air with a shot fake. Now kicks it out. Stone, 3-ball, bounces around a couple of times, and it'll be retrieved by Elkhorn South. And now Mosser, what an athletic play as he saves it from going out of bounds and throws it off the leg of Evan Warner. Directly into the Elkhorn South bench, and that's just a really athletic play. You can't really do anything about that if you're the Storm. Just a better play by Neil Mosser. And Mustangs will get the basketball. So top of the key, Derek Rollins. Now left side, Skyland Williams. Inside, Neil Mosser. Throws it cross court. Money, 3-ball, good. And it's a quick 5-0 run to make it a 19-point lead again for Millard North. Noonan, 3-ball, far corner, and he hits that one. 54-38. Back to a 16-point ball game. Gath with it, top of the key, inside pass, and that's going to be a foul. I think that should have been a traveling violation as Derek Rollins kind of took a little bit of a hop step and went shoulder first into Caden, or excuse me, it's going to be on Gavin Hornbacher, rather. That'll be his second, but he went right into the chest of Gavin Hornbacher after taking a little bit of a hop, and it'll be two free throws for Derek Rollins. He hits the first. It's a 55-38 ball game. PBA starting to fill up for our very next game between Gretna and Lincoln Southeast. The student section overflow is already getting a pretty decent size for Lincoln Southeast. Looks like they're going to have a blackout theme, while Gretna has green out. Their students already showing up as well. Second free throw for Rollins, no good. Also, the sides here at PBA starting to fill up with fans from both schools. Here's Elkhorn South, down by 17. Warner will try to make it 14 and does with a 3 from the left wing. It's 55-41, and Elkhorn South starting to find the bottom of the net every now and then here, a little more consistently here in the second half as Gath with it on the right side. Pulls up, mid-range J, rattles around and out, and Warner cleans up the miss for Elkhorn South. Up the floor we go. Caden Stone kicks it out, driving baseline, and they're going to say that number 20, Owen Musel, stepped on the line, out of bounds, going the other way with Millard North. Luke Davis has checked in for Millard North off the bench. So now Luke Davis will bring it across the timeline. Passes right now, top of the key. Rollins left side. Jacob Martin also into the game. He'll pop a tray, and he's too strong. He shot that from behind the college line and overshot it. Now here's Musel stopping, kicking out. Warner trying another long three. Rebound will bounce out to Jacob Martin. Now up the floor. It's going to be tracked down by Neil Mosser. He almost got it knocked out of his hands, and now we'll have a foul called on Evan Warner as Neil Mosser got his right forearm slapped, trying to go up with a reverse layup. That's going to be number 3 on Evan Warner. So coming into the game will be Caden Stone. So Evan Warner had to come out because he had some blood on his knee. So that's why Caden Stone came in. Mosser shooting 2 at the free throw line. First one is good. Second one on the way, also good for Neil Mosser. It's back to a 16-point Millard North lead. 2:20 to go in the third. 57-41. Millard North with a 16-point lead. Noonan with it, top of the key, got it knocked out of his hands, and Jacob Martin's going to get whistled for the foul. That's going to be Martin's second. Rather, third personal, excuse me. So now here is Alec Noonan with it on the S of the Huskers logo. Crosses over a couple of times. Great defensive pressure there by Martin, but now he's going to get bumped by Jacob Martin with the chest. Clap of the hands from Martin, and now Elijah Gath will have to come in for the senior Martin. Inbounds it to Musel. Now left side, Alec Noonan in the lane off the back iron. No good. It's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by the Mustangs. So Elkhorn South gets another crack at it. JJ Zembrennan looking for some sympathy from the official, going, how is that not a foul down low? But nonetheless, Elkhorn South basketball. Musel on the left side. Now dribbles top of the key. Passes off to Jackson Muller-Swan. He'll stop at the elbow, and he hits the jumper. It's it back to a 14-point Millard North lead. 57-43 after the Elkhorn South bucket. Gath with it on the top of the key. Gath dribbling a couple of times, a minute and a half to go. Luke Davis, floater, bounces around and out, and Caden Stone clears the glass for Elkhorn South. Muller-Swan now with it, driving up the right side of the floor. In the lane, Schwartz off the glass. It falls with the harm, and Lincoln Schwartz will go to the line to shoot one shot, and he'll have the ability to make this just an 11-point Millard North lead. (57-45). Lincoln Schwartz at the line to shoot one. And it bounces around, and it drops after hitting every part of the rim. And guess what, folks? It's 57-46. Millard North leads by just 11. Paxton Piakowski checks in, as well as Derek Rollins. Millard North gets the inbound to Gath. Up the right side, here comes Gath. Now still on the logo. Elijah Gath gets a screen right to Mosser. Now off the screen, Derek Rollins gets his taken away, and we'll have a jump ball. Possession arrow gives it to the Storm with 1:03 to play in the third quarter. So a little bit of a momentum shift here over the last minute or so. Still a little bit of an uphill climb for Elkhorn South, but fully in this one, down 11. Has a chance with a bucket here to cut it to single digits. Here's Noonan on the left side to Hornbacher. Mosser tried to get in the passing lane and unable to take advantage of it. Now Stone floater, got it. It's a 9-point ball game. 57-48 up the floor. Piakowski. Now Luke Davis. It's a single-digit game for the first time since the first quarter. Gath on the left side. Guarded by Caden Stone. Gath trying to direct traffic. Now kicks it out. Piakowski, 3-ball, air ball. Rebounded by Moeller Swan. Pushing the pace. Moeller Swan to Caden Stone. Now left side. 16 seconds on the game clock. No shot clock here at the end of the third quarter. Evan Warner, left side to Moeller Swan. 9 seconds on the game clock. Moeller Swan steps back to Warner. 3-ball on the way. Just a little strong. And Derek Rollins will hold it. There's the horn. And at the end of the third quarter, we got ourselves a matchup between Millard North and Elkhorn South. It's just a 9-point ball game after the Mustangs were up by as many as 20 plus. We'll be right back in 60 seconds on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
At Doane University, you can play a sport you love and also receive a world-class education. You'll learn leadership skills on and off the court that will set you up for success long after graduation. Doane isn't a place where you get lost. It's a place to get found, and it's a place where your future is uniquely yours. Learn more about the endless possibilities at Doane University today at doane.edu.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Buckle up, folks. We got ourselves a basketball game as Millard North was up by more than 20 at one point in that third quarter. Now just up by 9, 57-48 against Elkhorn South, and we got a whole quarter of basketball to play. Gath inside, Rollins dumps it down low. Skyland Williams, watch out as Caden Stone flies over the top of Skyland Williams, gets whistled for the foul as well. That's going to be number 3 on Caden Stone. No shooting foul, so it'll be an inbound from underneath the Millard North bucket. Mosser inbounds it to Camden Money. Now left side, Mosser, 3-ball on the way. Got it. I think Mosser tried to sell that he may have been fouled there, but no whistle was drawn, and I think that's the right call. Left side now, Noonan with it. Down by 12 are the Storm. Right side, Caden Stone. Now passes top of the key to Moeller Swan. They're trying to get the ball to Alec Noonan, unable to do so. They pass it on the right side to Stone once again. Stone at the elbow, picks up his dribble, passes it out. Warner, top of the key, now back out to Moeller Swan near the logo. 7:17 to go, fourth quarter. Top of the key, Moeller Swan steps back, hesitates. Nice backdoor cut, Noonan! And he gets the layup to fall. .7:03 to go, fourth quarter. 6:58 remains, 60-50. Millard North with a 10-point lead. Derek Rollins to Mosser. Left side, Skyland Williams in the near side corner. Cross-court pass, Money. Corralled by Stone. Now back to Elijah Gath, who drives middle of the lane. Floater, circles around and out. Rebound will carry him to Camden Money, and Mosser and the Mustangs get another crack at it. So Neil Mosser on the right side, directing traffic, guarded by Jackson Moeller Swan. We are under 6.5 to go in the fourth quarter. The winner of this one gets the winner of Lincoln Southeast and Gretna. That one's coming up here soon. Kicks it out. Gath in the lane, gets bumped, kicks out Mosser, left wing. Mosser to Skyland Williams, wide open three from the corner, and he hits it. Now Jackson Moeller Swan brings it across the timeline. Moeller Swan with it in the lane, takes the contact, and we'll have a foul called on Elijah Gath as Moeller Swan ran to the hoop. Let's go ahead and pause. 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Nick Sander back with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Caden Stone gets the inbound pass here for Elkhorn South. Now right side Noonan with the Storm down by 13, 63-50. 5:52 to go, fourth quarter. In pass onto the left side, taken away with one hand by Mosser. Behind the back pass, Davis finishes on the right side of the left side of the hoop with the right hand. Nice dish by Neil Mosser. Now Noonan with it on the right wing, guarded by Luke Davis. Noonan getting harassed now to Hornbacher, and Davis is going to bump Hornbacher on the dribble drive. And that's going to be number 2 on Luke Davis. So sideline inbound for Elkhorn South. Noonan has it near the logo, working on Skyland Williams, crosses over, steps back, 3-ball, Alec Noonan off to the left, and the rebound bounces into the hands of Neil Mossel. So now Luke Davis with the basketball will bring it across the timeline, 65-50. The Millard North Mustangs out in front of Elkhorn South. Class A quarters. Skyland Williams to Mosser on the far side. Cross-court pass, Davis. Pass fake left. He drives, finishes with the right hand. Luke Davis, no good. And Jackson Moeller-Swan passes up the floor to Noonan. In the lane, Noonan takes the foul. And it will be 2 shots at the line for Alec Noonan here in a moment. So 4:54 to go, fourth quarter. Noonan's first free throw rattles around the cylinder and drops. Elijah Gath checks back in for Millard North as well. Neil Mosser takes a seat. 65-52. 4:50 to go, fourth quarter, after the 2 made Elkhorn South free throws. Left side, here's Camden Money with it. Working on Noonan. Money drives, kicks it out. Luke Davis, now right side, Skyland Williams. Guarded by Evan Warner. To Davis, near corner. Money, back to Davis. Mustangs working around the perimeter. Gath with it in the far corner, right in front of the Mustangs bench. Now Williams, back to Gath. 3 on the shot clock. Gath pulls up, trifecta on the way. Bounces out, rebound. Last touch by Luke Davis of Millard North. So with 4:17 to play, it's Elkhorn South basketball down by 13. 65-52. Jackson Moore Swan bounces right side to Hornbacher. Hornbacher gets the entry pass down low. Noonan, shot fake, turnaround floater, good. Alec Noonan's a player. He's having himself a pretty good game. And we have an Elkhorn South timeout on the floor with 3:58 to play in the fourth quarter. Elkhorn South trails 65-54 to Millard North. We'll be right back in 60 seconds on the ticket.
Basketball fans know assists are crucial to winning. The skill of setting up others is an art, and one Nebraskan team that takes art to a new level is Platte Valley Equipment. Their team always sets you up for land care success with sound advice and John Deere equipment. Platte Valley also always delivers low monthly payments. That's one assist, that's a slam dunk. Visit PlatteValleyEquipment.com today, proud sponsor of the 2023 NSAA Boys and Girls High School State Basketball Tournament.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
So Millard North started this quarter on an 8-2 run, but thanks to Alec Noonan, it's still just an 11-point Mustangs lead. So 3:58 to play, fourth quarter. A couple three-pointers and a couple defensive stops can get Elkhorn South right back in the thick of this thing. But unfortunately, they might need to find another scoring option other than Alec Noonan as Millard North breaks the press, and Gath has an entry pass down low on the doorstep. Rollins off the glass, no good, and Noonan gets the defensive rebound. Now Noonan gets bumped, no whistle. Next Millard North foul will put Elkhorn South in the bonus, and Jackson Moeller-Swan has it, gives it to Hornbacher near the logo. Right side, here's Noonan driving on Mosser, gets bumped, and he keeps on scoring. Alec Noonan gets the layup to go. It's back to just a 9-point lead for Millard North. Mosser, right side, in the corner. Williams drives off the glass. It falls for Skyland Williams. So now Moeller-Swan, top of the key, guarded by Gath. Hands it off Noonan, steps back, goes back into the lane, and there's going to be a foul. And Noonan hit the floater, but it's not going to count. Alec Noonan's going to go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. And this is Elkhorn South's best friend right now. 3:03 to play, not a whole lot of time left. You're down double digits, and your best friend's going to be points with the clock stopped, and that's exactly what Alec Noonan's going to do if he can convert on these free throws. Front end of the 1 and 1 is up, and it is good for Alec Noonan. Second one by Noonan is also good. It's back to just a 9-point deficit. Inbound to Money. He'll dribble it slowly up the timeline. Now crosses it. Hands it off to Mosser. Cross-court pass. Skyland Williams. Jump pass to Elijah Gath. He'll have it on the left wing. Driving in the lane is Gath, and he's fouled with it. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots with 2:47 to play in the fourth. First one by Gath is good. It's back to a 10-point ball game, 68-58. Now, I will say, give credit to Elkhorn South because it looked like for a moment there, especially after the first quarter when it was 28-8, that Millard North was going to run away with this one. As after the second free throw, Millard North comes away and calls a timeout. 69-58, Millard North up by 11. But I was going to say, at least Elkhorn South has made this somewhat respectable as the 7 seed going up against the number 2 seed. And we'll go ahead and take a 30-second timeout as Millard North calls a full. We'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
2:47 to play, fourth quarter. Sweet Caroline being played by the Millard North Band, and the Mustangs lead 69-58. It will be Elkhorn South basketball, though, here to begin things after the stop and play. So Jackson Moeller-Swan will cross the timeline. Gets double teamed, now passes to Caden Stone. Right side, Warner, 3 ball on the way. Bounces around over the backboard. That's out of bounds, going to the Mustangs. That could have been a big 3-pointer if he was able to connect on that one. Got a really good look from the right wing. Just an unfriendly bounce off the iron. So with 2:34, Gath will bring it across the timeline, pass it to Mosser. Now near corner, Skyland Williams with it. Back out Mosser to Gath on the logo. Crosses over. Gath lost it off his leg, And here comes Hornbacher back the other way. Caden Stone kept his pivot and goes up with it. Layup good. What an awkward looking possession for Caden Stone. Now far side, pass almost taken away. Got back by Gath, and we'll have a foul called on Elijah Gath. So Millard North fans wanted to travel there on Stone on the left wing, but they didn't see that he kept his right foot down on the hardwood. So therefore, it is not a travel. Gath's first free throw is good. Second one coming up for Elijah Gath. Second one, no good by Gath. Tipped around a couple of times. Put back by Camden Money, and it's good. It's a 12-point ball game with 1:53 to play. Moeller Swan with it on the right wing. Steps back, kicks it across. 3-ball, Caden Stone, way short. And we have a rebound and a foul called on Gavin Hornbacher. Camden Money took a tumble as well. So Camden Money will go to the line to shoot 1-1, as that was the 8th team foul on Elkhorn South. First on Hornbacher, though. Free throw up, and it is good for Money. One more coming up. Once again, Millard North trying to get to their 4th straight title game. They were champions in 2021 and 2022. They were runner-up in 2020. As Money's second free throw, no good. So here comes Moeller Swan across the timeline, top of the key now. Jackson Moeller Swan hands it off to Noonan. He's been a ball player today. Noonan's three, no good. Off back iron, and we have a foul called on Hornbacher. Going to the line to shoot 1-1, Neil Mosser. Where if you are Elkhorn South, that's not who you necessarily want. First free throw up and good for Millard North. Second one also good for Neil Mosser. So now back to a 15-point ball game. Nice job by Millard North of kind of putting the nail in the coffin here. Noonan gets the layup to fall. Pass up the floor to Derek Rollins. He crosses over a couple of times. Now dumps it down low. Skyland Williams. He'll get out to the perimeter, and before he's fouled by Hornbacher. So now Gavin Hornbacher picks up his third. Or rather fifth, excuse me. So Hornbacher has fouled out. (75-62). Gavin Hornbacher, the 6'4" senior. First one, no good by Skyland Williams, just short off front iron. Second one for Williams, also no good. Rebound getting tipped around a couple of times, and Moeller Swan comes away with it. 1:09 to play. Moeller Swan right side. Here's Owen Musel, and he is fouled by Camden Money. So Owen Musel goes line to shoot. 1-1. Coming into the game for Elkhorn South will be Aiden Stratus. He'll check out for Caden Stone. down Musel. Second free throw also good. It's back to an 11-point ball game. Inbound to Mosser. He'll dribble up the floor, finds Rollins, and Rollins is going to be fouled as Elkhorn South is content to just keep extending this one. 75-64, 1:01 to play in the fourth quarter. Rollins free throw good with 1:01 to play in the fourth. Second free throw also good by Rollins, so back to a 12 or 13-point game rather. Now right side, Noonan. What an impressive ball game by Alec Noonan. His layup no good. Put back by Caden Stone is good. And we have a J.J. Zumbrennan timeout with 47 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. It's a full timeout. We'll take a 60-second breather. We'll be right back on the ticket.
What does continuing education mean to you? At Southeast Community College, it means helping you advance. Whether that's a certification to help your current career or learning an entirely new career in healthcare, trades and industry, or computers and technology, SCC can help you take the next step. Financial assistance is available too. Learn more about our continuing ed classes at southeast.edu/continuing education. SCC, your path to personal and professional development.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
So the Midland Hoops signee, Alec Noonan, has a game-high 32 points for Elkhorn South as they're going to send the Millard North Mustangs back to the free throw line. So Gath shooting 2 shots here as Millard North's in the double bonus. Update for Husker men's basketball, who will get going in less than 40 minutes, as long as everything stays on track there. They will be without big man Blaze Cada tonight, per Fred Hoiberg. Second one by Gath is good. 80-66. Rather, 79-66, excuse me. Millard North out in front by 13. 3-ball, Evan Warner rattles around out. Caden Stone gets the rebound. Stone put back, floater rattles down. And we're going to have another quick Elkhorn South timeout. It's 79-68. Elkhorn South calls another full timeout, so let's go ahead and take a 30-second breather. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, Joe, check out my new ride. Pretty awesome, huh?
Whoa, that's a sweet convertible. You didn't win this on a game show, right?
Nope, this is all me and my pals at Members Own Credit Union.
Oh yeah, they're the people with the great auto loan rates.
And right now, everyone who transfers or gets a new auto loan has the chance to win a $1,000 gas gift card too.
Well, you know what this means.
Road trip. Fuel your adventure with an auto loan from Members Own. Restrictions apply. Go to membersowncu.org for details.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Elkhorn South is now out of timeouts after calling one down 11 with 33 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. 79-68 is the score. 33.9 to play, fourth quarter. Inbound to Gath, and he is fouled by number 32, Cooper Rajcek. So going line to shoot. To shoot two is Elijah Gath. First one will rattle around and down. Now, we'll say once again, Millard North on to the state semifinals. They will play the winner of Lincoln Southeast and Gretna. That one's coming up. And guess what? Jay Foreman's going to join me on the call for that one. So inbound pass after Gath's first two makes. Jackson Muller-Swan will cross the timeline. 27 seconds on the game clock. Muller-Swan to Noonan. Turnaround quick three, and he is fouled on the three-point shot. And so Alec Noonan will go to the line to shoot three shots. Folks, I'm going to tell you right now, this last 2 minutes of game time has felt like about 30 minutes long. That's nothing against him. But Elkhorn South's been fouling down double digits here, and officials calling a tight game as we approach the end of this one. So 23 seconds to go, fourth quarter, 81-69. Noonan with 33 points. And now it's time to empty the benches for both sides. Millard North and Elkhorn South clear them out. Coming into the game for Millard North, number 1, Grant Urbanek. Number 20, Noah McPhillips. Number 4, Amari Rahaman. And also, I can't find the number. Number 25, Caleb Steele in for Elkhorn South. Number 21, David Estill. Number 33, Madden Riggs. Number 40, Benjamin Gustafson. Number 22, Nathan Armstrong. And number 10, Connor Preble. As Alec Noonan subs out, he finishes with a game-high 34 points. And what a ball game for Alec Noonan. So now 11 seconds on the clock. Elkhorn South's going to fall. Millard North advances to the state semifinals for the fourth year in a row, and their quest for third straight state title here in Class A rolls on and is still alive with an 81-70 victory here at Pinnacle Bank Arena in the state quarterfinal action. We'll go ahead and send it back to our 93.7 The Ticket studios. Once again, your final score, Millard North 81, Elkhorn South 70. The number 2 seed advances with a win over the 7-seed Storm. But don't go anywhere. Carter Longi is back in the studio. And in a little bit, we will be back here at Pinnacle Bank Arena to end and put a cap on day 1 of the boys state basketball tournament with Lincoln Southeast and Gretna around 7:45 p.m. or so. We'll be back right after this on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? At Foundation Repair,